Hello everybody, welcome to Yoga with Catherine. My name is Catherine. Happy New Year, happy 2023. I hope that you had an amazing New Year's Eve. So this is going to be a New Year's reset. So we're going to go through affirmations. It's going to be very relaxed, very chill, nothing too crazy, but just to kind of get you in the right headspace for the new year, and just to kind of refresh your mind and everything with the new year beginning. It can be quite overwhelming, so we're going to go through a little practice some breathing techniques and do some affirmations. It's going to help set you up for the year ahead. So without further ado, let's get started. So we're going to begin in shavasana. If shavasana does not serve you, please do find a position that does. I like to knock my knees together, have my feet out wide, toes facing in, palms to face the sky, and just allow yourself to melt into your mat. Really relaxing each muscle, giving yourself a detailed scan, bone by bone, from the top of your head all the way down to your feet. Just noticing any sensations, any tension you may be holding on to that you could release. Perhaps your jaw, perhaps your abs. That sounds weird, but we tend to clench the abs a lot. Begin to blow all the air out of your lungs till there is none left. Once your lungs are empty, take a deep inhale through the nose. Feel the chest expand. Hold at the top. Exhale, release. Let's do another breath just like this. Inhale. Exhale, release. One more breath just like that. Exhale, release. Now we're going to begin some 5-second count breaths. So I'll count to 5 as we inhale and then count down from 5 as we exhale. So let's begin. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold at the top. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful job. Begin to find a cadence to your own breath, your own rhythm. Slowly bring awareness back into the hands, back into the feet, just bringing movement back into the body, waking it up a little bit. And whenever you're ready, bring your knees into your chest, place your hands on top of your knees, and begin to draw circles with the knees, massaging the low back. Maybe linking your breath to your movement. Reverse, go the other way. Bring your knees back to center, send your arms out like a T, and then float your knees over to the left. Send your gaze out to the right. Inhale, slowly bring your knees back into the chest. And then we're going to take a little pause here, reach for the insides of our legs, for the outer corners of the feet. Stamp the feet up towards the ceiling and find happy baby, drawing the knees down towards the mat. Keeping that slow cadence of breath nice and smooth. Just avoiding holding the breath when in a little bit of a challenging position. Slowly float your feet back to your bum. Connect your knees again. Send your arms out like a T and then float your knees over to the left, sending your gaze out to the right. Inhale, bring the knees all the way back up to the chest. Plant your feet down. Send your knees out into Supta Baddha Konasana and close off your eyes. Affirmation 1. I release the past and joyously welcome the new year. I release the past and joyously welcome the new year. Close your knees like a book. And then bring your hands behind your knees and we'll begin to rock and roll up to the top. So you'll swing your feet back and then lift all the way up. Maybe you'll come all the way back down and then swing your legs all the way up and find a tabletop position. So wrists beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. We're going to go through a few rounds of cat-cow here. Inhale, draw the belly button down towards the mat as you send your gaze out in front of you, drawing the shoulder blades down. Exhale, round the spine, tucking the chin, tucking in the pelvis. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Begin to find a free movement that feels good for you. Maybe you push the hips back and float all the way back up. Maybe you do some circles with the body. Just finding a movement that feels good for you. Just like you should do in the new year, finding a flow that feels good for you on a daily basis. Making sure that you prioritize yourself and your needs, the health of your body. Showing up for yourself every day. Come back to a neutral spine, and then walk your hands out in front of you and then draw your chest down towards the mat. Rest your forehead on your mat. Deep shoulder opener. If this is too much, feel free to come onto your forearms and just relax down. Affirmation 2. My potential is endless. My potential is endless. My potential is endless. Slowly make your way back up to a tabletop position, and we're going to come back into downward facing dog. Tuck the toes and the hips up to the sky. Find belly to thigh connection first before straightening the knees, finding your limit. So don't go further than when you feel the stretch. Keep the knees bent wherever you feel that stretch. Draw the chest towards the knees. Begin to pedal out your dog, releasing the hamstrings, deepening the stretch of the shoulders here by drawing the chest towards the knees. Inhale, right leg rises up. Exhale, hug the knee into the chest as you step it through to find a low lunge. Drop the left knee. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky, tucking in the pelvis. Noticing how taking a slow flow can be very difficult, requiring a lot of control in the body. Float the hands back down, push back into downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises up. Exhale, step it through, find low lunge on the other side. Slow and controlled. Sometimes being patient with movement, being patient with our lives can be more difficult than going fast-paced to get to things faster, because it's a marathon, not a race. And you'll have bigger results the longer it takes sometimes. Bring your hands back down, find downward facing dog. And from here, find child's pose, either keeping the knees together or you can bring the knees out wide. Big toes to touch, push back, draw the chest down towards the mat, and rest your forehead. Affirmation 3. I am the creator of my own happiness. I am the creator of my own happiness. I am the creator of my own happiness. Slowly make your way back into tabletop position and then finding downward facing dog again, your perfect version of down dog. Not somebody else's or not what you think is your perfect version. Feel it within your body. If you need to keep your knees bent to keep the spine straight, please do so, rather than rounding the spine to have straight knees. Your perfect down dog. Inhale, right leg rises up. Exhale, hug the knee into the chest, step it through, but this time find high lunge. So finding a little bit of balance there, I'm going to switch over to the other side so that my back doesn't face you. Sinking deep into your knees, tucking in the pelvis here so you can feel a nice stretch in front of the left hip. Find warrior 2, right foot at the short edge and then left foot at the long edge. Send your gaze out over your right fingertips. Flip your right palm, reverse your warrior, sliding your left hand down your left leg, sinking deep into the right knee. Lift back up, find warrior 2. From here, find high lunge. Then bring your left foot to meet your right. Sit in a chair pose. And then fold over. Plant your palms and then push back into downward facing dog. I'm gonna have to switch places again. All right, we'll do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, left leg rises up. Exhale, hug the knee into the chest as you step it through, finding high lunge, tucking the pelvis, bending the knees. Open up warrior 2. Send your gaze over your left fingertips. Sink deep into your left knee, pushing the knee out. Don't allow it to sink in, push it out. Flip the palm, reverse your warrior. Slide your right hand down your back leg. Find warrior 2 again. Find high lunge. Step your right foot to meet your left. Sink deep into chair. Deep, deep, deep. And fold over. Slowly rise all the way back up. And then come to the middle of your mat. Bring your feet out nice and wide. From here, reach your arms out on either side of you. Find nice long length in the spine, and then hinge forward from the hips as you fold over into wide-legged forward fold. Feel free to keep a bend in the knees here, whatever you need, just loosening up the hamstrings a little bit. And I just want to talk about self-love for a second. This year, I really hope that you can strive to truly love yourself. Give yourself the compassion that you need so that you can reach fulfillment. This leads me to our next affirmation. I love myself.
unconditionally. I love myself unconditionally. I love myself unconditionally. Inhale, slowly rise all the way back up.
And then come to the top of the mat, mountain pose, open your palms out to the front of the room and notice how you feel. Maybe you feel like there's two balls of energy within your palms, manifesting and growing. Bring your hands to heart center, pushing that energy through your hands, down your arms, into your elbows, up into your shoulders, through into your chest, up your neck, into your head. Beautiful energy. What color is yours? Mine is green right now. Just noticing what color shows up. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, dive it down, fold over your knees. Inhale, find halfway lift. Exhale, fold back down, find high plank. Nice long spine from the top of your head all the way down to your feet. Pushing out through the palms. Maybe spidey out the fingers to release the pressure. Deep inhale. Exhale, push back down and facing dog. Beautiful job. From here, lower your knees down and send your feet out in front of you. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Now feel free to have bent knees and just find that belly to thigh connection and see if you can just relax here into this forward fold. Passive stretch, wherever your body feels best. Sometimes we feel like we just don't have enough. I have to wait until this happens. I have to wait until I have this or that so that I can do this or that, right? When most of the time that's just not true. So the next affirmation that I invite: I have all that I need to thrive today. I have all that I need to thrive today. I have all that I need to thrive today. Slowly rise all the way back up. And then from here, bend your knees, reach your arms out in front of you, and slowly lower all the way down to the ground. Bring your palms to face the sky, deep bend in the knees. Reach for your... From here, hug the knees into the chest. Maybe rock from side to side. Massage the low back and the upper back. From here, send your feet all the way up to the sky, legs up the wall. Close up your eyes, bring your palms to face the ceiling. Notice how you feel. Sometimes this can feel a little bit weird in the feet. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but it's really good for you. This is good to do before bed as well. This brings me to our next affirmation. This year, I'm going to make myself a priority. This year, I'm going to make myself a priority. This year, I'm going to make myself a priority. Slowly release the knees down to your chest. Plant the left foot down as you send the right ankle up and over onto the left knee, and then lift your left knee up to come into supine pigeon. Deep stretch in the glute. Using a breath to deepen the stretch. Float your left foot all the way back down. And then let's do the same thing on the other side. Bring your left ankle to your right knee, interlace the fingers behind your right leg and draw the knee closer to you. Slowly begin to release your foot back towards your mat. And then slowly begin to release yourself into shavasana. And if shavasana does not serve you, please do find a shape that does. While we're in shavasana, I want to add one more affirmation here. I look forward to the future and all that's ahead of me. I look forward to the future and all that's ahead of me. I look forward to the future and all that's ahead of me. Feel free to stay in shavasana for as long as you'd like and meditate on the year ahead. I thank you so much for joining me in this reset, short little flow. I cannot wait to see what 2023 has in store for you. So go into this new year full of excitement because it's going to be amazing. Also be so grateful to yourself for showing up for you today. I will leave you here. Namaste.